Good evening. Good evening. This is Bishop in the house, and today is the last Sunday in the month of August. And I just want to do this short video to encourage Tibetians and non Tibetians out there to do their best in registering new members, sign new members. It is not time that we relax. It is time for us to work. And if we focus and do not lose our focus, we are going to make this thing become a reality. That many out there who doesn't knows about cryptocurrency will now start to regret it. There are many people that you will tell about cryptocurrency and they will tell you that they don't have interest in it. Why? Because you find out that they don't know nothing about it and they don't want to know. They are not trying to dig out things. They are not trying to learn. They don't want to even know what is going on in the world. Even when you tell them that, look, the world is going into digital currency, cryptocurrency is what is going to take over the world, they say, no, I don't even want it. But hear me, let us keep encouraging and registering new members. Keep on bringing new members on board, because this is the time that we bring in new members, people who don't know about cryptocurrency, not only TBC, but people who don't know about cryptocurrency. It is time for us to bring them in, open their eyes to this thing, and register them. So let us keep on registering people from all angle and walk of life. Let us reach to people. As the other time I said, it is time for us to do the Jehovah Witness evangelism in TBC. Cryptocurrency is here and is here to stay. Many have fought against it. Today, they are part and parcel of it because they find out that they cannot fight against it. What you cannot defeat become part of it. What you cannot dethrone help to build it. Successful people look out for things to do that will make them be successful. So it is time for you to join us in the crypto revolution and make it a success. To all Tibetians out there, I bring you greetings. This is Bishop in the house, and it is about 9:31 in Monrovia, Liberia, the west coast of Africa, wherein we are sharing border with Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast, and Guinea. I bring you greetings, and we're affecting all these areas because TBC must be known in the entire universe. That even those who never knew about it, it is time that we open their eyes to it. Let us keep on registering new members. Nevertheless, I went to an office, one of our commissioner's office in Liberia, and I was telling them about cryptocurrency and TBC, to be specific. And all the leaders says, oh, but we don't know what's this, what you are talking about. Will the government will not come up with it to tell us that this is the new money that the world is about to use? We are waiting for the government to tell us ignorance. So I said unto them, does power belong to the government or power belongs to the people? And they said, power belongs to the people. I said, because we are the landlords and the government is the tenants. Because we put them there and we can take them from there at any time. So we are the landlord. So after I have said that, and I told them, I said, okay, whether you know about it now or not, or whether the government have announced it or not, or will announce it or will not announce it, that is not my main concern presently. My visitation to your office is to make you become a millionaire or a billionaire. And he said, how? You know, it is very strange for poor people who are not thinking to be anything in the world. They are only thinking about go to work in the morning, return back home in the evening. At the end of the month, they are paid a peanut change. They have given a peanut change as salary. They are complacent with it. So when I told him about making him to be a billionaire or a millionaire, he was like, it won't happen. And I told him that it is sure to happen and it will happen, and I'm going to help you come out of poverty. So they listened to me and I took their names and numbers and we opened their email and did their registration. Friends, what am I saying here is that it is time to not be radical, because if we are sentimental, then things become sentimental. But if we are radical, then things become easy. So I was able to register every one of them, and today they are all Tibetians, and I told them that you are not going to pay now for registration, but the time is coming that you have to pay for your back office. And they asked why and how. And I told them, I said, there is no bank that you will bank your money that you don't pay bank charges. So you have to pay the admin fee, which is your bank charges, to give you information, keep you informed about the uplinks, the day-to-day uplinks about the organization, your currency, and what to do. So they understood it, and every one of them were registered. Keep on registering new people. Don't relent. Don't say they said this. Don't say they neglected it. They don't want to become part. Whether they want to become part or not, as long as you have talking to them, make sure that you bring them on board even when they don't want to come on board. Get their names, get their numbers, open their email for them, do their registration, give them their password and all information, and tell them that, look, the time coming when it will be very, very important, and you will be praising God for me. There are some people that they will not go to heaven easily. If you want to save them to get to heaven, you have to be radical. There are many people who never used to pray before, but today they are praying in our own ministry. Why? Because we are radical minded. That what we want to see being done must be done. So if only every one of you out there that is listening to my voice can be radical, get into some offices, get into some compounds, some people, and open their email for them, register them. You know why? Because they don't know what you are saying. They don't know what you're doing for them. They don't even have the clue of coming out of poverty. They are destined or desolated their mind, that they are poor and they remain poor, that nothing will just happen for them just like that for them to come out of poverty. Well, show them that they can come out of poverty, and if they only join the crypto revolution, they will become a meaningful being on earth. This is Bishop in the house, and this is coming from the Bishop's decks. We are here to propagate TBC to every creature, to every color, and to everybody. Pastors, hear me. Tell your members that it is time for them to get out of poverty. It is time for them to become meaningful in the church. It is time for them to become contributors. But if you leave them to die in poverty, the church also will not be healthy. It will be poor. Many times people say, "But the church takes money." Yes, because even Jesus himself was in the temple when they were collecting offering, and he looked at the offering that every man was giving. So it is time that you wake up your members and bring them on board, so that when all of them become billionaires and millionaires, you find out that for the name alone and the amount that they have in their wallet, they can even give 2 million, 3 million as a seed in the church to build a mega ministry, to build a ministry that they themselves will find pleasure in worshiping in. So you have to make them. You have to open their eye. If you are opening their eyes spiritually, you have to open their eye physically. If you mean well for their spiritual being, you have to mean well for their physical being. If you mean well for them to be healthy spiritually, you have to mean well for them to be healthy physically. And remember that money answereth all things. Keep on registering your people. Even if they don't want to register in the church, register them. As long as you have their names, you have their contact, make sure you open their emails and register them. Minister to them, tell them that you are a registered TBCian and we must come out of poverty in this church. Many times we only want the tithe, we want the offering, but we don't want to help the people, direct them and empower them financially. When the church is unable to empower its member, is like a family or a man that have his family that cannot take care of his family. It's not only the members that should always be given to the church, but the church also have their own role to play in the member's life. So you must take care of your members. Open their eye to this physical thing. Remember that even God said, it is his blessing that maketh man rich, and he had no sorrow to read. It is a blessing for you to hear such a thing. It's a blessing for you to understand it. And it is also a blessing for you to have this direction, that a bishop in the house is speaking to you and bringing you out, opening your eyes to something that is not demonic, to something that is healthy for the church. It is time that you bring your members on board and make them become a blessing unto the church and other people. Because when they become rich, they will be able to bless other people. So it is time for you to do this. Minister it to your members. All they need is smartphone. All they need is smartphone. And many of your members in your churches have smartphones. They are on Facebook. They are on Instagram. They are on Telegram. They are on Messenger. Friends, they are on WhatsApp. It is time that you bring them into the family of TBC. It is time you make them to become a crypto billionaires. Because banks and businesses or businessmen will start to receive TBC as an asset, as an asset of exchange, as a coin or a currency that you can use for exchanging of commodities. So the only thing you need, don't say I don't have laptop. The only thing you need is smartphone. As long as you have smartphone, you are qualified to be in the TBC community. Even if you don't have smartphone now, make sure you do all your registration and then try to get one smartphone, because it is only smartphone that you need in this revolution to fight this revolution and kick out fiat currency that it's losing its value every other day on the world market, and that spoils that you have to continue printing it every time. And especially like in Liberia, why we should embrace cryptocurrency is because even when our money has a little mark, we don't want it. We want straight new money. So it is time for us to encourage our brothers and sisters who have smartphone, let them be part and parcel of what we are doing. Friends, it is time that you register new members, bring them into the TBC community for us to become 1 billion people and make the mark and leave our legacy tomorrow, that when we are gone, our family members, our children will say, yes, our fathers and our mothers fought the revolution of cryptocurrency. They kick out fiat currency and they defeated the elites. And that today we are part and parcel of the billionaire community or the millionaire community, that we also can boast that yes, indeed, we are billionaires or we are millionaires to make decisions. Remember that it is only millionaires and billionaires that make all the decisions, and you answer yes, sir, to them. Because when you are an employee, you will always say yes, sir. But it is time for you, as you hear this message, to wake up from your slumber and start to get yourself on board, register yourself, and become meaningful in your community. We are at the point to end up global poverty, because TBC is the abundant coin, and it is the coin that have come to end up poverty in the universe. That is why the TBC admin is giving free gifts. You register now, immediately you register, after a few hours, you will find out that you have 250 kringos in your back office. There is no other cryptocurrency that can do that. No other cryptocurrency that will give you 250 kringos. That value for 2,000 plus US dollars. No other cryptocurrency will give you that amount. And TBC is the most valued cryptocurrency that you can think about in the whole world. Immediately we become liquidated, or immediately we enter into our economics, you find out that there will be no problem in your life. You will never twist your face anymore. You will only be smiling with joy. But remember that before joy comes, you have to go through pain. You have to go through pain. The Bible made us to know that Sarah went through the pain for 90 years, 89 years. She was going through pains of wanted to carry a baby, and she never had the opportunity until the 90th year that she was pregnant. Are we discussing something here tonight? Hear me. And when she became pregnant, it was unbelievable. In fact, when the prophecy was given, it was unbelievable. When the Lord said, by this time next year, Abraham, where is your wife? By this time next year, she will be a mother. She laughed because she thought it was impossible. She looked at it as, it is impossible. It can't happen. When I was young, I never become pregnant. Is it now that I am old and waiting for my time to expire on earth that I will become pregnant to be a mother? Yes, it is like that. Some of you in offices, you don't believe that you ever become a millionaire. You don't believe that you ever become somebody in life. You are only, your mind is focused on salary, that you have to work for somebody and somebody pay you. But we are going to make you become millionaires and billionaires, radically. We are going to register you people, whether you want to or not, whether you want to become a billionaire or not. We are going to lead you to become a billionaire, because what you cannot see now, we have seen it. What you are not imagining now, we have imagined it. Our eyes are open to it. Lot was with Abraham and God never spoke, but when he left, he said, lift up your eyes, as far as you can see, Abraham, you possess. So what we have seen, as far as we can see now, we want to open your eyes to it so that you yourself can possess what we are possessing. Today is Sunday, and I will end this video right here because I don't want to take much of your time. I want you to go and relax. Start work tomorrow. Start registering people. Register from every angle. If you are in a church and your pastor is like saying that, oh no, it's demonic and whatnot, the names that you can lay hand upon, register them. Tell the people that I've registered you in TBC. Why? I mean well for you. I want you to become a millionaire. I want you to become a billionaire. This thing, when it comes to pass, we can be able to help our pastor. We can be able to help our church. We can be able to help even our government. It is not everything that government will do for a nation. The nation, the people in the nation also have to help the government. Why? Because power belongs to the people. If billions of Liberians are empowered with billions of US dollars and euro, you want to tell me we'll leave our government? No, we have to help our government. So as I'm speaking, I'm only talking about Liberia as an example, but everywhere you find yourself, think of it. Imagine yourself becoming a billionaire. Will you not help your government? Will you not help the government if you mean well for your nation? You will. There are so many of you that know what to do. That the government did not do this, the government did not do that. Why are you grumbling? It's because you are not empowered financially. So join the TBC community now and be empowered financially, that you can be able to help your government, to empower your government and take up some project. It is not every road that goes into your community that government will pave. It is time that you become a TBCian, and when this thing hit, when we enter into our economy, you will be able to pave your community, pave your road that go into your house, and let people know that yes, indeed, you mean well for your nation. I hereby encourage